Enschede, the place where I was born and raised, where I went to school, and where I first set foot on a football field. The place where I spent time with family, and where I made friendships for life. A city with history and textiles also happens to celebrate its 700th birthday this year. So it's a good excuse to enjoy some of the food and another reason to party in Enschede. Join me on my return to my hometown. With a population of 162,317 people as of January 2025, Enschede ranks as the 17th largest city in the Netherlands. Situated in the eastern part of the Netherlands, it's very close to the border with Germany. And that is exactly the border I crossed to return to my hometown this time. Here we see Enschede on the map, with the German border directly beside it to the east. Coming by train from Germany was, shall we say, a little challenging. I got stuck just before crossing the border. But in the end, it didn't matter. My friends were here. Let's go to the Netherlands.
Die Burg in de Straße, oder?
Back in the Netherlands. At this point, I still wasn't actually in Enschede yet. So after breakfast, it was time to head there. And how better than on a bike? Something we really enjoy doing here in the Netherlands. So yeah, I'm cycling to my hometown, Enschede, and we're almost crossing the border from Glanenbrug to Enschede. Glanenbrug sits right on the border with Germany. From here, Enschede is just a quick bike ride away, about 10 to 15 minutes. On my way home, I passed my old football club and stopped for a quick look. And guess what? A surprise was waiting. This can't be possible. Literally a coincidence. Excuse me, sir?
Hallo!
My chance to play some football again. No. Paas me die bal. Paas me de bal. Ja, oh. Oké. Voorzetje. Ja.
Ik zet hem voor!
Ja. Oh.
Ja!
Ja.
Die Bantes!
Ja.
Kom op, Rambo! Niet zo stijf, hè?
Diep.
Lekker!
After coffee and some reminiscing, it was finally time to see my family again. We had a lot of catching up to do.
Ja!
Back to my friends now. Yes, these guys. Time to show you a simple but very tasty traditional Dutch breakfast. I might be a little biased, but even supermarket bread here is really good. And this topping, peanut butter with Dutch chocolate sprinkles called hagelslag, just might be my favorite. Delicious, but not very filling, which is perfect, since today is a laid-back day. Oh wait, my brother put me to work. But at least I get Dutch-style Chinese food. Nasi, which is fried rice and chicken satay, heavily influenced by Indonesian flavors. Yo! Kijk eens!
Ik dacht al dat hij had veel hoor. Welkom jongen.
Thank you. Let's explore Enschede's city center together with my friends. Every Saturday and Tuesday, you can visit the local market. I would love to explore more of this market in a possible future vlog. But now we're heading to the Oude Markt, or Old Market. And on the way, we pass the City Hall. The Old Market forms the historic heart of Enschede, a city that was granted its city rights in 1325. And just like many other European cities, Enschede used to be surrounded by defensive walls, gates, and a moat. Well, we arrived at the Oude Markt, but we're not complete yet. Jongens, wie gaan we ontmoeten nu?
Ja, we gaan Wikkel Thomas gaan we ontmoeten.
Thomas. Oké. Nou, John en Cocken zijn er al. En nu is het wachten op Thomas. Daar is hij. Sir! For lunch, we went to a familiar spot for us. A cafe called Sam Sam. Wat zijn we dan? Yo. Proost. Though Enschede has plenty of food options, this time we decided to head to a different place. Johnny boy, waar gaan we naartoe?
Duitsland.
Duitsland. Oké. Thomas, heb je er zin in?
Zeker.
Ja?
Kom
Cocken?
maar hierin, dus ik denk dat het dadelijk rustig is.
Yeah. So yes, for dinner we head across the border to Gronau. Waar zijn we nu?
Ja, wie bent je bij Extra Blad?
Ja, extra blad.
Vlak bij Enschede over de grenzen.
Ja. Oh ja, Twents is wel goed. Maar we zijn dus in Duitsland nu.
Duitsland, ja.
Ja, en wat gaan we eten?
Ik denk een lekker braadworstje.
Braadworstje.
Wat wil jij?
Ja.
Oh, dat is niet zo.
Klinkt helemaal goed. Dus, ja, we gaan het even zien.
Deze vind ik lekkerst, maar dat is gewoon niet genoeg. Goeie hè? Er is geen zoetade.
Cheers. Proost.
Maar even, ik zal er ook even in doen.
Ja, we met de ladies apart.
Since we're in Germany, let's stay on the topic Germany for a bit. We're in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, one more. We're in the Netherlands, and we're in Germany. Wait, we're in the Netherlands, and we're in Germany, right? So yeah, since it's so close, it's not uncommon for people from Enschede to cross the border frequently, whether for daily activities or just a bit of amusement. Waar zijn we?
Ter Heurne.
Te Heurne. Zijn we nu in Duitsland of in Nederland?
Duitsland. Zitten wij precies op de grens.
Op de grens, oké. And we are more than welcome here, right? Daar gaan we. Yes, what did I say again? Amusement? Nou, we hebben het overleefd.
Gelukkig.
Ja. Alright, let's go back to the Netherlands. Nou, waar gaan we naartoe? Chickies. Kippie, chickies. This is Kippie, a well-known Dutch chain specializing in grilled chicken and ready-made meals. It started in Delft in the 1970s and can now be found all over the Netherlands. That my friend also really likes this place is pretty obvious. Nou, wat zien we daar in de verte?
Zien we de Grolsvesten.
De Grolsvesten.
Twente-kanaal over.
Kijk eens aan.
Dan zien we het trots van Enschede.
FC Twente, the local professional football club and pride of the city. It was formed in 1965 and Twente won its first league title in 2010.
Twente, Enschede. Koevoorlee. Koevoorlee.
We head to Hengelo next, a small town bordering Enschede in the north. This will also be the location for an epic dart game. Hey, ken je me nog? But first, we will enjoy some of the nearby nature.
Als de Nouri First dit niet avontuurlijk vindt, dan weet ik het ook niet.
Dit is heel avontuurlijk.
Alles voor de view.
Lekker. Oh nee. Oh nee. Oh, hier gaan we.
Parkour!
Hey, ja.
Parkour! Enorm, enorm.
Nee. The anticipation for the dart game has been building. And now it's finally happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, this game is played first to one leg. First leg, Thomas to throw first. Game on.
Ja! Come on! Come on!
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, come on! Get in there.
Let's just forget that ever happened. What's for dinner?
Warm scheef.
Nope. Pizza and beer it is. I may have lost the dart match, but it's all good. Let's head back to Enschede and take a little trip down memory lane. Right here, you can see the Alpha Tower. Completed in 2008, it rises 101 meters with 29 floors, making it the tallest building in both Enschede and the entire province of Overijssel. Here we have the casino. And if your gambling gives you a headache, the hospital is right across the street. Then, the library. This library opened in 1982, and people of all ages come here to borrow books. The library also organizes all kinds of courses to help locals develop new skills. While I was there, I had to look up some books from my childhood memories. And speaking of books, this is Willem Wilming, a famous author from Enschede, after whom this theater was named. Back at the Oude Markt, it's impossible to miss the iconic Grote Kerk, or Big Church. The church was originally built in the 13th century and has been restored multiple times over the years. Okay, so I've ended up back at Samsam again. So let's head inside for a coffee and that slice of apple pie I spotted here last time. After a quick view of the St. Jacobus Church, I passed by a couple of my old schools. Standing in front of my old primary school here. The gym I remember going to as a little kid. Middle school, where I met most of my friends, with whom I studied, stressed, but also laughed in these places. Then the house where I spent most of my childhood, where I would play on this playground, and where my dreams came to life, kicking a ball in the grass or against the wall. Also the house where I lived the latter part of my time in Enschede, and the local park, where ducks gather and where statues tell stories of past tragedies. All of this here in Enschede, the place where I was born and raised. But now, let's eat something traditionally Dutch. I stopped by the local snack bar or cafeteria and brought food home. So what do we have? First, patat, also known as French fries. And alongside them, a few classic Dutch snacks. A bami-schijf, a frikandel, a kipcorn, and a berenhap, which translates to bear bite. Of course we need sauces too, like mayonnaise. You can get it separate or served on top of the fries. This is the bami-schijf. Crispy on the outside with a filling of spiced noodles. Then we have the berenhap, a fried meatball sliced and covered in a peanut sauce. Here's the frikandel, a skinless minced meat sausage. And finally the kipcorn, a crispy fried chicken snack shaped like a thin corn dog.
Bakfiets kan niet. Ga maar zitten, ik kom eraan.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers! Proost. Kijk eens. Oké jongens,
Ja.
weer even naar de stad.
Gezellig.
Of niet?
Zeker.
Gezellig.
Hoe lang is het geleden?
Ja, veel te lang geleden.
Ja.
Zeker. Hereniging
Inderdaad.
van de ozone.
De reunie.
De ozone.
Ja. Maya.
Hey, Maya, hoe, Maya, ha, Maya, ha, ha. En laat het, wat is het? En laat het vandaag de Bulken Open Air zijn.
Now David, what does Enschede mean to you? And what do you recommend people do when they visit?
Enschede is de plek waar ik ben geboren en getogen. Ik heb hier ook al mijn vrienden en de meeste van mijn familie woont ook in Enschede, lekker dichtbij. Wat typisch Enschede is lekker naar de markt gaan op de zaterdag in de ochtend. En wat ik je dan aanraad, is om daar een heerlijke kibbeling of een lekkere gebakken vis te nemen. Ik wil jullie ook van harte uitnodigen in Enschede. Kom zien wat Enschede te bieden heeft en kom hier ook lekker genieten. See you!
Hey ma! Ochtendje!
Welkom bij Zwemparadijs Saliba.
Zeker.
Dat is het. Kijk dan.
Zwaai maar even. Hi. Yeah, today I'm with my friends in the Netherlands.
Ja, en dan?
And then?
Jij bent de vlogger.
Welkom,
Yeah.
welkom in my
Look
home.
at this food. Oh.
Welkom. Hey.
Welkom in the Netherlands.
What do we have today?
In the beautiful city of Enschede.
Yeah.
We have a waffle with
Waffle?
Oh, your waffles.
Hou je waffle with chicken and truffle mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Yes, en dikke hummus, jongen.
And
En de fly.
and the okay. So is this real Dutch, authentic Dutch food, or?
It's a little bit of both worlds. Asian, Dutch, Arabic.
Yeah.
It's a special occasion. Nuri is here in the Netherlands, and we want to do something special with the boys because we see each other once in a year.
Yeah.
So it's good to have you here and welcome.
Thank you. Let's
Yeah,
enjoy
Let's enjoy the meal.
this meal.
Go.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yes, cheers.
Explanation, what do we see?
Yeah. What is this?
Aardappel with
Potatoes.
potatoes with cheese
Yeah.
and truffle mayo and a little bit.
Monica,
Yes,
in my life.
Yes.
This is the chicken and waffle, and this is avocado.
Damn.
Cheers to all the people at home who are watching us. Die a painful death. I'm just kidding. Take a drink with us. Or die.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We had a lot of food, but there's always room for some dessert. Eish.
Ice cream.
Lekker.
We are here at Van der Poel, founded in 1925. They started selling ice cream in 1945 and have won multiple national titles, including Best Ice Cream Parlor in the Netherlands.
Lekker.
The Oude Markt, even more stunning at night. Especially when the weather's good, people flock to these terraces to relax and do some people watching. Before we go, let's have one more meal. Here at Shivani's, a Surinamese restaurant. We're having roti kipfilet speciaal, soft roti bread served with curry-seasoned chicken breast, tender chunks of potato, and long beans called kouseband. Everything is drenched in a rich savory curry sauce, making for a satisfying, juicy, and flavorful dish. And now it's time to go. But I can look back on a truly fantastic time. Starting the days with breakfast from my childhood memories, indulging in traditional snacks and sweet desserts, eating foods that I don't often get to eat anymore, and riding a bike through my hometown as if I were a tourist. Surrounded by beautiful nature, running into familiar faces, spending quality time with family and friends, being silly, competitive, and celebrating every moment together. Thank you to everyone who made me feel so at home again. I've got to go now, but I'll see you again soon.